we've seen a collective global effort to break free from carbon fuels and embrace a greener and more sustainable future. On the domestic front, the Philippine government has adopted an ambitious goal of increasing the share of renewable energy in the power generation mix to 35% by 2030 and 50% by 2040. Repower Energy Development Corporation wants to contribute to this in a big way. It is a renewable energy developer of run-of-river hydropower projects. To date, Repower Energy has 6 operating power plants with a combined capacity of 10.146 megawatts in Laguna, Quezon, and Camarines Sur. 2 more power plants are expected to come online within the year, adding an additional 6.4 megawatts of capacity and increasing the company's operational capacity by more than 60%. Now let's break down the numbers. The unit economics of Repower is robust. According to the company's president, Mr. Eric Roxas, the company's cost to generate 1 kilowatt hour is 65 cents. Here's the thing. The Philippine government's incentive program pays Repower a fixed rate of 5.87 pesos, allowing the company to clear 5 pesos for every kilowatt hour it delivers. Moreover, Repower credits its clustered approach method for enabling significant scale economics.
A clustered approach basically means you have several power plants within the same proximity to each other. Since most of the plants are in the mountains where you have the rivers, your problem will be connecting to the main grid. So you have to build your transmission lines. So in this case, we have one main switchyard. Everybody connects like a choo-choo train. Yeah. So they connect to each other so that you minimize the total transmission line and shared costs among all the different plants.
This is reflected in the remarkable growth of its EBITDA margin, which has steadily increased from 67% in 2020 to 71% in 2021 and 87% in 2022. The company expects net income to reach 300 million in 2023, up 78% from 168 million in fiscal year 2022. Revenues climbed to 382 million in 2022 from 233 million in 2021. According to Mr. Roxas, the company is merely scratching the surface of its earnings potential.
2023, close to 300 million. 2024, full year of these 2 new plants, so that's maybe 400 million. By 2026, when all the plants come online, expect between 800, 900 million.
Over the medium term, the company aims to expand its installed energy capacity by 1 gigawatt. In Repower's view, on account of its dependability, hydropower should supply 30% of the nation's power requirements.
Because hydropower is the more dependable source of renewable energy. It's consistent, it's sustainable, it has its longevity for the next 100 years. For example, if you have solar, after 20 years, you have to change all the panels. Even for rural areas, you may have it there now, but after 20 years, you'll have to change everything. Whereas if you build a hydropower, it will be there for the next 100 years. And it can be enjoyed by many generations.
In addition, the company's hydropower plants that have been operating for the past 7 years have recorded an efficiency capacity factor of around 72%. This compares favorably to other technologies such as solar at 12.7% and wind 33%. Repower is looking to use approximately 74% of the proceeds from its listing to partially fund the equity portion of its 19.5 megawatt hydropower project. The remaining funds will be allocated to fund acquisitions at 16% and working capital requirements at 10%. The company aims to raise 1.15 billion through its IPO. Repower will be issuing 200 million primary common shares at 5 pesos per share with an over-allocation of 30 million shares. The offer period will begin on June 28 and will end on July 14, 2023. So how can you subscribe to Repower's IPO? DragonFi account holders who wish to participate can request and subscribe to the offering from the market calendar section in their dashboard.